Breaking news right now. Tonight, the Treasury Department has confirmed it did surveil conservatives back in 2021. Secretary of the Treasury, Janet Yellen, sending a letter to Senator Tim Scott. This was after his questioning of her earlier this week, claiming it was all in response to January 6th and continued until mid-February 2021. Some of the terms that involved were words like Kamala, Trump, MAGA, Biden, Schumer, and Pelosi.
All right, let's bring in Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene to react. Congresswoman, good to see you. This is what's frustrating to me. Our founders set up a government that allowed the people to keep their government in check. That's flipped on its head today. Now we have a government that's trying to keep us in check. What is your response to this report?
The Democrats are straight up communists. They have abused their power, spied on the American people, not only combining this, looking into people's bank transactions, but think about the way they censored people, threw people off of social media. They used every ounce of power that they had, and it was all for political reasons. You know, at that same time, I can remember back, that is when they brought in 30,000 National Guard troops and put it around the entire Capitol complex, all because they were afraid of some invisible QAnon army that was going to come and attack the Capitol. It's absurd. But, you know, you think about this. Remember all the BLM riots? Remember the Antifa riots? Remember all the damage that they did attacking federal courthouses, police officers, burning 93 police vehicles, $2 billion in damage all across communities. And that wasn't just one single riot. That was riots every single day. And then the hypocrites and the liars in the media apologized for them and called all of that mostly peaceful. I'm so sick and tired of it. And everyone else is fed up with all of this garbage. And we really have got to take our country back. And that's going to happen in 2024.
And that also starts, Congresswoman, and you can disagree, but it starts with not passing any additional laws that then will be used and weaponized against conservatives or, quite frankly, any American. Because I will note that Senator Scott himself previously voted for the Anti-Money Laundering Act of 2020, which codified the FinCEN exchange program, which was used to essentially spy on people and their financial transactions. But this is time and again. It happens, the Patriot Act.
That's right. You know what I say? Here's my problem, Dagan. No one is ever held accountable, and it's infuriating. People are so sick of no one being held accountable. When we couldn't impeach Secretary Mayorkas last week, you know, we lost that vote because it was a tie between Republicans and Democrats, and 3 Republicans voted with the Democrats to protect Alejandro Mayorkas, and we have this horrific border national security crisis. I mean, my phone lines lit up. All of my messages filled up. People lost their minds. They were so angry. And look at Janet Yellen confirming that through the Treasury Department, they were spying on people's bank transactions, looking for keywords, and we know who that was, Trump supporters and conservatives. We need accountability, and we need a Republican Party that's willing to bring it.
No doubt, and we have a government that's out of control, but we want to get your take on this before we let you go. You're rumored to be on the short list for Trump's potential vice president, along with several other high-profile Republican women, including Sarah Huckabee Sanders and Kristi Noem. But according to one columnist at the New York Times, that's a bad thing. She pleads, please let it not be a woman, and goes on to write, they, meaning these Republican women, quote, play into the demeaning gendered stereotypes Trump basks in, whether it's the steely silhouetted vixen or the no-nonsense broad. At a time when women's rights have been substantially stripped and threatened, this is the last vision of womanhood America needs. I'll just let you respond, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Pardon my language. What in the hell are they talking about?
Thank you, Dagan. Exactly. What the hell are they talking about? This is the party that claims to defend all women. This is the party that claims to claim feminism is their mantra. But this is the party that has attacked women like no other time in history. They have men trying to replace us in our sports. They're trying to transition little girls into little boys and boys into little girls. This is the party that absolutely hates women and clearly hates conservative women of all women. So I'll argue back. I think a strong conservative woman would be a wise choice as a vice president. But more importantly, it's whoever President Trump chooses is the person that should be vice president. And I trust him to pick the right running mate for himself. And I also trust him to pick a strong cabinet positions for a future Trump administration. And I cannot wait to see it happen.
Great to see you, Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. I held my tongue there.
Yes.
With a high-heel vixen or a potty-mouth broad, that's virtually every woman in the entire nation, regardless of political affiliation.
No
Thank
doubt.
you so much.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, thank you. All right.